G'day legends, how you going? This is Mick, and this is the 2020 Giant Rain 29er. It's the alloy edition. It's the Rain 2. Alright, so I'm going to go over some of the spec on this bike and some of the things that stand out. First of all, I just want to give a big shout out to the guys at Giant Rockhampton. Joel set me up with this bike. It came in Thursday, I think, and I picked it up Friday. Joel set it up for me. I've got all the suspension sorted, the seat, the dropper post, the length and all that, tyre pressure, the lot. So I just want to say thanks to Joel at Giant Rockhampton. So I'll start with the thing that stands out most to me, and I absolutely love it. It's a 76.8 seat tube. That's the angle, 76.8 degrees seat tube. I really like that. Brings everything closer. Built for climbing now. This is a large frame. I'm just under 6 foot tall, 180 centimeters I think it is. And at first when I looked at it, I thought, oh, size large is going to be too long. My Trance is a large, and it's a pretty good fit. But I thought, no, this is going to be too long. But sitting on it with this seat tube brings everything closer, and it just for a little ride around the car park at Giant, it felt great. So pretty excited about that. It's got the Shimano MT 520 brakes. With 203mm rotors, so plenty of stopping power on this. It's got a Yarry fork. I love this fork. I've got this on my Trance. It's just a workhorse fork, just keeps going, never gives in. Nothing flash, it's just a set and forget fork. I really like that in a fork. So when it comes to suspension, we've got 146mm in the rear. I thought that with the Rain, the 27.5, it's a 160 front and rear, I'm pretty sure, but I reckon this is going to be fine. I really like this idea, especially with the big wheels. I think 146 is going to be fine. That's a 160mm fork up front, so there's plenty of bouncy bits. SRAM NX Eagle with a 11 to 50 range cassette. Got the seat, the dropper, the bars and the stem, that's all the Giant Contact brand. I've got some of that on my Trance, and I really like it. I think it's fine. The handlebars have got a nice sweep on them, really good feel. The rear tyre is a 2.4 Minion DHR, and the front's a 2.5 DHF. Pretty good tyres for these conditions around here, so I reckon that's a great tyre choice for this bike. And the rims are they're the Giant all mountain rims. They're nice and wide. I think they're about 30mm wide or something, so that's a good rim, good size rim to get on a bike like this. What we've got to do now, I suppose, is take it for a ride, see what it's like, and give a bit of a review. I've only got it for a couple of days, so I can't give a full detailed in-depth review, but it's some sort of a ride review, just a first impressions, if you will. A bit about me, I'm probably Mr. Average mountain biker. I do a beeline occasionally, but I think something like this could help me out. I reckon that a big travel 29er is definitely the way to go, especially for the trails around here. Very modern, geometry's great, big wheels, big rubber. I'm ready to go. Let's see what it looks like. So first impressions, climbing, fantastic. It out climbs my 27.5 Trance, and that's a advanced carbon model. And the seat tube, nice and steep. You get right over everything. I'm not a good climber, and I feel like Superman today. Nice. Alright, Megatron. That'll be a good one to start with. Feels pretty good so far, let me tell you. Brakes are bedded in already. Suspension's probably a little firmer than I like. Feels okay. As I said, I'm just going to take it easy and just get used to the bike. These brakes, these Shimano brakes, are a lot bitier than my SRAM brakes. Well, that was hard. Feels good at speed. This suspension works so nice. That was nice through there. So plush. Fuck yeah. Oh man, that was so easy. Oh, this thing climbs tech well. Let's see how it goes on Whitey. You. Feeling good. Okay. The rear is definitely, well, it needs to be a bit looser because feet are bouncing off here. Need to slow it down a bit. How'd you go?
I was letting you know, I was taking that long.
Yeah. I didn't do that real easy, but the bike did. Oh. Oh! Alright, I've got to learn the characteristics of this bike before I go jumping. The rear shock seems probably a little firm and fast. Lost footing a couple of times on Whitey, but you know, that's just a little bit of tuning. I really like it so far, and it climbs so nice. Like this steep seat tube, I can't rave on enough about it. It's fantastic. Oh, nice. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's better. Have to put a little more into the preload when you jump on this, I think, than what I'm used to. That's okay, I can do that. Yes, okay guys, look, I've just got home and I thought it'd be, well, while it's still fresh, just sort of go through a bit of a review. So firstly, how does it climb? Well, it out climbs my 27.5 giant trance. I love it. And it's all down, I believe, to this fantastic seat tube angle. Very modern, this geometry. But you're right over the top of everything, and it just feels great. You get some power down, no wheel spinning, climbs up rocks, and I didn't do a heap of technical climbing. It's not my bike, it's a demo bike, so I just wanted to just ride it and just get a general impression. With the gearing, I use this just for the sake of using it. The 52 at the rear, I didn't need it, and I'm the world's worst climber. I got no leg strength whatsoever. I didn't need it, and I flew up all the climbs probably a little bit quicker than what I normally would. Didn't lose the front going around switchbacks, just felt normal, felt planted. And when you did put the power down, no wheel spinning, you know, which I get out of the trance. So probably, you know, kudos to Giant for getting this seat post angle sorted. I reckon that's got to be the direction they go now. So descending was a little different. You know, to be honest, I felt a little, I wasn't in as much control of the bike, and look, that's just getting used to it, because by the time I did the last run, I felt like I was well and truly on top of it. Yeah, I've got this bike. The suspension felt really good up front. I had that set up perfectly. The rear, it was just a little too stiff and a little too fast, but that's okay. That's just a case of fixing that up. That's a nothing. Plus, as I said, look, it's not my bike, so I was sort of reluctant to really push it. You know, but it definitely felt that, like the front, I found that a little heavier to get up. and that's just getting used to the characteristics. Once again, by the time I did the last run, it was the last jump of the day actually. Like I was really having trouble getting the preload. Like I'm used to just like slightly pushing into it and sort of lifting and just sort of getting over these jumps. But with this, you really got to push down pretty hard to get that, to get the front up. Once again, that's something that you get used to. The brakes, well, I'm not used to Shimano brakes and the 4-piston jobs. These things were just like, you touch them and you nearly went over the handlebars. So I'm used to really squeezing, and that's how I like them. So, but you know, that's no biggie. That's something you can fix, just get used to. And by the time I sort of finished that last run, the brakes felt fantastic. I got used to them. And yeah, so it's all about the characteristics, getting used to the characteristics of the bike. I really like the NX Eagle. It's sort of smooth, if a little bit clumsy maybe, but it works, if you know what I mean. I got a GX shifter and rear mech on my Trance, and that's just really chung chung, nice and crisp. This one's a little bit, I don't know. It does feel a little bit plasticky on the pedals there, but it went into gear and I never lost the chain. So yeah, I kind of liked it. I used the 50 speed, the 50 tooth at the rear just for shits and giggles basically, because you just didn't need it on this bike for climbing. And you just, yeah, I can see where you definitely need it for, like, if you're doing like big enduro stages and you've got to get back up, so for a little bit of relief. But I'm really impressed with that. But yeah guys, look, thing is awesome. I'm really impressed. I'd love to try a carbon one, which is probably the direction I would go. So would I buy one? Hell yes. Yeah, I'm gonna get one of these. That was enough. I only got to ride for 2 hours, so I can't be super accurate in a review, but this is the only chance I've got, and I know that guys have wanted some sort of a review of it, so I thought I'd do it. Yeah, I'm going to buy one. I'm definitely going to buy one. I was super impressed, and the bigger wheels and the geometry on this really suit me, because I feel a little safer, and you know, we don't bounce as much as we used to, us old fellas, so that's pretty much why I would buy one of these. And not only that, it just feels good. It just feels good. You got that, you know, nothing like those new bike feels, but when the bike's suited to you, and I really think this is. I reckon it could make me a better rider and a stronger rider as well. So yeah, super impressed guys, and a big thank you to the crew, Joel at Giant Rockhampton, for letting me take this bike out. It only just turned up. Joel took it out on a Thursday and I picked it up Friday so I could go for a ride on it, and yeah, really appreciate that guys. All the best. Anyway, take it easy everyone, and I hope you enjoyed this review.